What is up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. We're reacting to the 9th episode of Andor. Every single time we watch one of these damn episodes, one, it ends on a cliffhanger, and two, everyone has always something negative to say about something in our video. And I'm always like,
why?
Guys, it's a slow show. It's a slow burn show. It's not a show that's like the most reactionary. It's
Are you talking about people? Are you talking about people saying, "Hey, you missed that one obscure character from the 1-2 seconds of
Chaz
the thing
Wizzlenuts
over
at
there"?
5 minutes and 44 seconds. Okay.
Also, we missed Chaz Wizzlenuts, of course. Listen, I promise I'll look out for Chaz Wizzlenuts.
Yeah.
Slavinducer. This episode. I'll be on a. I'll
Slavinducer.
just laser.
Yeah, his brother and his cousin Deucer Slavin.
Yeah, Deucer Slavin.
We love this show. We're really enjoying watching the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what more people want from our free content.
Whenever Melchi shows up, whenever Baze Malbus, whenever, you know, Darth Vader and Tarkin and every character, I'm just like,
is Michi. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, if you haven't already subscribed for all of this free content, do us a solid. If you're in the comments telling us what's what, telling us how to watch something, do us a solid.
That free content.
Hit that subscribe button, and then at least you can go from there.
Adam,
slinging that tent. We're just slinging that tent at y'all. Do a subscribe.
Slinging tent.
Or
slinging tent.
If you're real fans of us, you can head over to our Patreon, patreon.com/heroesreforged. This is full uncut reactions where we're actually responding to Chaz Wizzlenuts and all of your favorite Star Wars background characters. And if you really want that honest to goodness, I'll give you a little sneaky peek. When Chaz shows up on screen, this is what we're actually doing just for the Patreon. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's fucking go. So if you want some of that, head over to our Patreon and you can enjoy that real good content.
Real good reaction content right there.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
One must be careful. You pull in the net, and the easy thing, the quick thing.
You leave Bix alone.
So here's what we'll do, Bix. I'll tell you everything I know to be true, and in doing so, perhaps convince you to cooperate without intervention. We have Dr. Gorst, who's developed a unique interview system.
Probably some kind of a character from a comic book that someone's gonna be mad at that we didn't do.
Oh, Dr. Gorst! Oh, let's go, dude! Let's fucking go, Dr. Gorst!
Park attended a separatist meeting where he met a woman who suggested that if he was serious about politics, he might like to act as liaison for Ferrix. He was sent the fractal radio unit you used yesterday afternoon.
Bum, bum, bum.
You have no recorded history of political troublemaking. You're a business owner. Now, I would prefer a conversation rather than put Dr. Gorst back to work.
Oh, she's already been tortured.
No, not yet.
Well, Solomon Pock was tortured by him probably before.
I got you. She was maybe roughed up and sat in that chair and...
Yeah.
Who was bribed along the way, and where it is gone.
I don't know the buyer.
Really?
Really. I signal.
And no one
Sometimes
answers.
he answers. He comes, he buys, he leaves.
6 face-to-face meetings.
Jeez, look at her face.
Blowing up buildings and killing security guards. You're injured trying to warn them. Your co-worker is killed trying to win your freedom.
Her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
Yep.
Sounds to me like a nest of relationships. When was the last time you spoke with Cassian Andor?
This character is so interesting because in the beginning of the show, I was like, maybe potentially like gonna root for her depending on where she's went.
Right.
Nope, not anymore.
Yeah.
It's the same with that other dude who was kind of betrayed by the system. We're like, maybe he'll go into the rebellion, but
yeah,
basically, fuck these guys.
Be fascist.
Dude. Yeah.
I suppose not.
So Augustine, you were like,
Jesus.
Yeah, did you see that?
Jesus.
Lord.
Here's
scary.
Here's how this scene, it works because the writing is really good, the acting is superb, and the lighting and directing also helps because Augustine was like, look at her face. I'm like, the lighting in this.
They really use the lighting to shape the face a very particular way.
We'll be short-handed all day. There's a new man coming down, but we can take the ship if we push.
We're already up on 4.
I could use a proper meal.
Is that Chaz Wizzlenuts? That's probably Chaz Wizzlenuts.
Timer. Make a run for the win. My hand. I might need some help.
No, this poor guy.
Yeah,
Looks like he's gonna die right there.
There's a better way of saying that. The hand.
You know the drill.
Dude, I want him to get out of that dang prison.
The restraints are nothing to be feared. It's much safer for you to be tethered as we engage.
What?
There's nothing
Is we
intrinsically,
engage?
physical about this process, but we've had some early trials that were a bit chaotic.
Oh, I hate this fool.
Oh,
I hate his
God.
face.
These people look so evil.
They really cast this
Oh
well.
my God.
There was a sentient species there, quite unusual, extremely hostile to the concept of an Imperial refueling center that was being planned. They created such a stir that the local commanders were granted permission to use any means necessary.
Oof.
That was Cassian's planet.
There were 3 communications officers monitoring the documentation, and they were found hours later huddled together in various states of emotional distress.
Oh my God.
Beneath the ship's bridge. We've taken the recordings and modified them slightly.
This is
What?
evil upon evil upon evil.
And we've found a section of what we believe are primarily children.
Dear God, you guys. Oh my God. It's just such great writing because this is maybe the most horrifying thing in the Star Wars franchise up to this point.
Yeah.
And it was just a man talking so far.
We ready? Let's get on with it.
We're about to see a Star Wars torture scene.
Oh my God. I love that we're never going to hear it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh man, this is hard to watch. Oh Lord.
What a cut.
Oh.
What a cut.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
This is so intense.
This show reminds me.
Yeah.
Vote, guys. The primaries are happening in the next week or so all across the country. Vote. Be sure to vote.
Yeah, we gotta vote, guys. Sorry, Adam, go.
It's especially crazy because it's Star Wars.
Exactly.
And it's
Ooh,
just
he's
so-
doing a little Shawshank Redemption.
Everyone hold positions.
Squeeze that loaf.
Yep. Pinch that loaf.
Hold your positions.
It's gonna be some motherfucking character from Rogue One that we don't recognize.
No.
Baze Malbus, Cheered Imwe, General Radis. Oh God.
Silence.
The elevator's not wide. Nothing that moves can fry you.
That's why they're so aggressive.
We make it stop. We shut it down halfway. Take one guard, one weapon.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Was he about to?
No, not right now. They're
Jeez.
hatching the plan.
The 49 men in this room answer to me.
They're
Okay.
hatching that plan. Okay.
Yeah, they're studying the patterns.
Bix, dude, Bix. My heart is with this character. I feel so bad.
When was the last time you spoke with Cassian Andor?
Jeez. Ugh. Poor
Oh, yeah,
Bix,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I want to like jump in the screen and like choke that fascist lady out.
Where do we stand? Are we in the game? We're up Iraq with an hour left. What? What's on now?
Just talked about.
What's going on? Oh,
Oh man.
his memory's going.
Am I working or not? One rack up, hours to lose. What are you waiting for?
Oh, did he just turn on the turbo? Okay.
I'd like to hang him. What's left of him, anyway.
Jesus.
So they know who's in charge.
Like to hang you, dude.
Jeez.
I forgot. Every week I forget how tense this show makes me. I'm always
Oh my
sleepy. We
God.
start watching the show at midnight, and then I'm just like,
Then your butthole goes. "Ugh."
Position to the Emperor's new public safety legislation.
Ugh.
fuck that guy. Whoever said that.
Our first responsibility is to the citizens who have sent us here. Our second vow is to protect the power and independence of this remarkable chamber.
We're those little fucking ET senators.
Those of you who still believe that when we enter this building, we are in a temple.
Jesus. What a shit show.
She's being drowned out. Wow. Oh, this is infuriating. This episode's got me feeling all kinds of emotions.
Cousin, she's arrived.
I just keep thinking to our own Senate, and when older male senators are being belligerent assholes, you know, and God.
What are they saying?
I think it's level 2.
Can't be much longer.
He's right here.
I'm fine.
No, he's not fine.
He's not fine.
Level 2. He's coming this way around now.
What's he saying?
Oh.
What was that?
What was that?
Someone didn't load in, they are counting.
So they cut the power?
Yo, what the hell?
Huh?
Oh, I thought that was a Wookiee for a second.
No, there was an alarm.
How many hands does it take for one word to get through up here?
It's a long way, Kino, yes, but you've got to...
Stand in place, on program.
Oh, Jesus.
On program. Yo, Andy Serkis is great in this show too, man.
Activating floors without warning.
Oh, God. Don't do anything dumb.
All ships will proceed immediately to their stations.
But yeah, yo, Diego's cooking something.
Aunt Belle's been to Tassia Moon. Look what she brought me.
Your father may have an opinion. We'll see if he lets you wear it.
He lets me do anything I want.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
This girl is a Veruca Salt. I want it now.
Every kid in every show we're watching just like...
Wait a minute. This is her cousin.
I don't have enough to worry about.
General Grievous.
Tell me you're going home for a visit.
Yeah.
They've been after me to find you.
Yeah, of course. Just came through to see you first and get cleaned up a bit.
I mean, maybe it is her cousin. I thought it was just like a...
Trapped here, boxed in.
Please tell me you're being careful.
Things are happening. There's risk.
Maybe it is her cousin, because I'm like, how could they probably couldn't fake something like that without suspicion.
Yeah, the daughter knowing.
You took a vow.
So if that's her cousin, then Stellan Skarsgård's character is Mon Mothma's uncle.
You flap that mouth if it was any longer, you'll regret it.
I'm sure you've thought about it. How many guards on each level?
Can you imagine not being able to put your foot down? That's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many shifts do you have left?
This dude.
They don't need to care. All they need to do is turn this floor on twice a day and keep their numbers rolling. We are nothing to them. Melch is right.
Yo, is Andy Serkis going to be the one who like gets them out of there? And then
We're cheaper
dies
than
for the
droids
cause?
and easier to replace.
How many guards on each level?
He's going to jump over there and beat it out of him.
It'd be so funny and messed up if Disney was like announcing the new Star Wars hotel and it was modeled after this. I'd be like, dude, I don't want to go to that hotel.
That'd be ridiculous.
New immersive experience.
An Aldani connection would certainly amplify interest. Let's follow that up.
Better now leaving her in place and standing back. She's too old and frail for anything serious, and if nothing else, she's our bait.
That's what you think.
We're on her full time.
The droid.
Yup.
The droid?
B2 Emo, I wonder if they like planted him with something.
They're all gone. Who said? Both shifts. 100 men. That can't be right.
You heard nothing.
Whoa.
He said they fried the whole bridge. Speak up.
He told Zinska. Why?
Ask him.
150 men all fried.
Yeah, they were making trouble.
On program, feet down.
Jesus.
What happened on to... Yeah,
Oh, God.
we don't know.
They set them all free.
Yo.
We need to be careful. The less they think we know, the better.
Oh my God.
See, Cassian is already
Christ.
everything that Cassian's been through. He's using that skill set to survive.
Yeah.
It's just another day, another shift. So let's keep our mouths shut, keep our heads down, until we know what's going on.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
217 shifts, 217 days left. Who cares? You need to get the F out now, Andy Serkis.
I find you a job. I prepare 2 meals a day. I move mountains to scrape you off the floor and put you back on your feet. What is the return on my investment?
We were talking about you.
Love should be unconditional, you piece of shit mother.
Bitch.
All that time away on Morlana. What if I'd let your neglect drive me insane? Imagine that.
You're already insane.
Remember Corey Cunningham's mom?
Imagine I cracked under the weight of your neglect.
That's something my brother would do.
I've been promoted.
I knew they'd recognize your promise.
Jesus
Demand for my
Christ.
time will be increased.
Uncle Harlow will be so pleased.
Man, they cast this show really well because these people either piss me off or annoy me. There's like 4 people that I'm rooting for.
Come on, boys, let's go.
I'm actually really excited to find out what the hell this is for.
Yeah, I think we are gonna find out eventually.
I think he's gonna die.
Yeah, like this episode.
I don't think he's gonna die. I think he's gonna get hurt or something.
Heading back to Chandler today.
Yes, the pilgrimage.
Find yourself a husband.
I'm gay, fool.
Well, you need a widow at this point. Who's left of any value at your age?
Yes.
Jesus Lord.
We've had an influx of Chandlerans here recently. You remember Tay Colmer?
I do.
This jealous ass motherfucker.
Tay Colmer.
Money.
Is that all it is?
I don't have enough to worry about.
Anything I can do?
I hope Mon Mothma's getting laid.
What have we done, Val?
We've chosen a side. We're fighting against the dark.
We're gonna kick the shit out of fascism.
Making something of our lives.
That's cool. I'm really surprised they tied this together like this.
Yeah.
I was not expecting. I genuinely thought Cousin was like not gonna be a legitimate thing, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
Cyril Karn.
I know who you are. What are you doing here?
Cyril, your tie looks like a seatbelt.
I needed to find you, and it's not that easy to thank you for what you did and what you're doing, and to follow on and try to follow on the conversation we had last month.
That wasn't a conversation. You were brought in for questioning.
Oh my God.
After meeting you and discovering you understood how dangerous Cassian Andor was, and just being in your presence,
This motherfucker's crazier than her. Okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps my deranged belief that there was something better fated for me in the future was a dream worth clinging to.
I could have you arrested.
He's like, listen to me. I hate brown people and aliens so much, and I know you do too, and I love you.
That's what this is starting to feel like. My God.
And I swear I'll have you in a cage on the outer rim.
Okay. They're gonna hook up by the finale. You love everyone? Me too.
Random, but he's using a stolen Imperial masking unit.
One of ours?
Well, Kov is checking, but...
Where are they holding him?
A destroyer off Steerguard.
Get Dr. Gorst. Send him out there immediately.
I already did.
Dr. Gorst is the worst, you guys.
There's no time. I'll interrogate remotely. Good work. Go.
Who's this pilot?
To get my promotion.
How much trouble am I in?
There's no trouble at all unless they scan the accounts.
But that's coming.
Time is not unlimited.
I need a loan.
A certain kind of loan.
You seem to have thought this through.
We're going underground, baby.
A Chandril and banker and a book of business that's incomprehensibly huge.
You have someone in mind.
It's not a long list.
And yet you're afraid to say who it is.
Davos Skulden.
Davos Skulden! Oh my God, dude!
Skulden! Ah! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! It's Davos Skulden!
He wants to meet you. He wants to meet here.
Davos Skulden here? You must be joking.
I pushed back, but...
Deucer Slavin's uncle?
They'd tow it into Kafrene.
If we did it quickly, staged it properly, let it drift into traffic.
Make it so top priority, quickly and carefully.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Fucking evil bastards.
The equivalent of plants of cops planting cocaine on people's bodies.
100%. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need this guy to die because I'm so stressed. You need to just
Yeah,
put him out of his
going
misery.
on. I think
like we need to go.
He's not looking great.
What the hell could he have done for him? Did they say? I don't remember if they've said or not.
Oh no.
No.
Table 2 takes the shift by 6 racks and 3. Table 1 in the box.
I don't want anybody to get fried.
On program.
Cover it.
Oh.
Low yield tables in position.
Oh no.
Olaf, look at me. Almost there.
Everybody else like covering for him and everything.
Olaf
Jesus.
is not looking well. Okay, that's enough. Jesus Christ.
He needs a doctor.
Into the cell.
You know what's the worst part is some Imperial's gonna come in, just pick him up, and like toss him into the electrified floor.
Yeah.
Tell him we need a med tech up here.
It's reminding me, I don't know if you guys have seen in the news, but in our world right now today, like the 19th person died at Rikers.
I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't gone anywhere. His name's Olaf. I've seen him before. Hold that.
Here you go. Here's a doctor. Here's a little box. Go help somebody. A little box.
Got 40 shifts left. Just want to get him up and about.
40 days. He's not gonna make 40 shifts, man.
So we just want something to get him through the next few days. Get him back on his feet. That's another option.
What?
They're gonna euthanize this guy?
Nothing too safe. He's had a massive stroke.
Oh my God.
No.
What are you doing? I can't help him. I can't help anyone. I need a bag and a trolley.
It's coming.
Oh
This
my
guy's
God.
just an executioner.
It's already been called. It's already been called.
Yeah.
Just peacefully, which is more than I can say for the rest of us.
God, this episode's making me sick, dude.
Yeah.
What happened on level 2?
Uh-huh.
You want to keep your men in line.
They killed everybody.
Hold him.
Yep.
See, this is how
Feel nothing.
dude can go from I want to live in Miami to he is in the Rebel Alliance and he's willing to do whatever it takes to put an end to the Empire.
I need a bag and a trolley.
I said it's coming.
Oh, now he's gonna tell him.
Yep.
I made a mistake.
Yep.
What happened?
Released on 4, ended up back on 2 the next day. Word got out on the floor and then they killed them all. If he was released. You heard me.
No one's getting out, are they?
They're just moving people around.
Not after this. At least your friend is free.
You two, on program now.
So, Andy Serkis, you don't have 217.
Andy Serkis is like, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. You're here for the rest of your life.
How many guards on each level?
He's gonna tell him.
Never more than 12.
Boom, baby.
We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. No.
Oh my God.
Oh.
No.
You guys, that was.
I feel like I've been in solitary. I feel like I'm like, do you guys remember the movie with Will Smith, Pursuit of Happiness? That movie is like torture porn for like 2 solid hours because he is just going through such a tough time, him and his son in that film, you know, based on a true story. It's like harrowing. And at the end of the movie, the last 5 minutes of the movie, Will Smith is given the job. Like, no, we're giving you this job because of the what is it? The internship, the unpaid internship that you went through. And he's just crying and happy. And there's like 5 minutes of happiness in that movie after 2 hours of sadness. It's almost not worth it. And that little moment when Andy Serkis goes, never more than 12, I felt like it almost made up for this whole episode, but it's almost not worth it. Brilliant.
Now it has me thinking whether or not because I was looking at it was kind of like a little bit of a breakdown of the season, and I think it might have been one of the writers who was kind of, you know how we've kind of been breaking it out and saying like, well, first 2 episodes are a little bit of a build up, then there's the third. I think they were saying that episode 9 9 and 10 are kind of a build up to 11 or something like that, or 8 and 9 are build up to 10, and then 11 is a little bit of a standalone, and then 12 kind of like finishes off the story for the season. But I'm so curious how many episodes before we get into them actually escaping, if that's going to be the next episode, or if that's
the finale.
Or the finale, yeah. Damn, like you now we're starting to feel the intensity of the show ramp up, and it's already been pretty tense for the whole thing, but now we're really starting to see as like everyone gets desperate and everyone's trying to move the boundary line on both sides. Like they're just gonna go for it, and they're gonna try to get the hell out of there. And like
I think that's the important. I think that's the important thing that they're trying to get across with this episode. It's like a hardened prisoner like Andy Serkis, who's just like, I'm going to do my time. I'm going to get out. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? When that light is robbed from him, like he immediately starts to think like Cassian, right? And I think it's going to lend itself to basically some amazing storytelling later on, because right now the storytelling has already been so good. We spent almost a whole hour basically in agony and stress and like just trying to get through this episode. And I've never been incarcerated, but I felt anxious and I felt hopeless and I felt like I don't want to be here and I never want to be here. And that's a testament to all the storytelling that's been going on in this episode and previous episodes as well, but this one in particular is really strong. And to have that last line that Andy Serkis says, bring you up, like Hector said, it's insane. It's really smart what they're doing with this show. It's people in our comments have been saying that this is the most sophisticated storytelling that has been told in Star Wars, and I was like, yeah, it's good. I like it, but up until this point, I'm like, now I agree. Now I agree that this is the best storytelling we've seen in Star Wars.
I think it is, but I'm still hesitant to say, because I love Rogue One. I love the original trilogy. I love Last Jedi. I love, these great moments from The Force Awakens, and I love the Clone Wars animation and that whole saga. But like, I'm hesitant to say that Andor is my favorite, just because it is so emotionally draining. But it's almost like this show is operating on a different level than all of Star Wars that came before it. It's still Star Wars, because the core of this show is you have to fight fascism with every fiber of your being. And Star Wars is fun. Star Wars is for kids. Star Wars is an adventure. Star Wars is escapism. Even if you go back to A New Hope, those messages are buried in there. So it's in the DNA. Yeah. And I'm hesitant to say Andor is my favorite. I love Rogue One, even though it also ends with all the characters dying, but it is so like hopeful, and it's so the spirit of Star Wars, and it's so fun. There's so much fun in it. And this show is not fun, straight up. It's not. But I am nourished. I am fulfilled because I'm like inspired. It's reminding me of the stories that I see every day, because I'm on Twitter and I'm looking at news, the stories that are infuriating, the stories coming out of Rikers, the stories of fucking Elon Musk saying Twitter is going to be friendlier to like misinformation, essentially. And that's infuriating, because that's part of this. Yeah. Stories of just right now, everything that's happening in politics, because in the United States, Republicans are doing whatever they can to hold on to power, to steal power. They cheat, they lie, they, whatever. And Democrats have always been, they're like, well, we're going to play by the rules. And it's like, you can't do that shit anymore, dude. These people are lying to us. They are cheating and they're robbing, stealing power. And their end game is bad. And they're blaming marginalized people to distract us of real issues. And this show is reminding me, I'm like, dude, because we have like a week. So as this comes out, by the time the next one comes out, these sort of races politically will be done. The midterms will be over. But I tomorrow, like me and my girlfriend have been like, we really have to sit down and do our mail-in ballot. We gotta do that. We gotta do that. I'm doing that shit tomorrow. I am so fired up right now. I am so fired up and so mad. But I really, really love watching the show with you guys.
The spark of the rebellion has been lit inside of you, Hector. The spark of the rebellion is inside you.
That line, that Andy Serkis line was,
man.
Hey, dude, I felt so good.
once again, it goes to the writers of this show. It's to make you feel like, Hector, every bit of Star Wars that we've seen has been about the rebellion. You have just felt the spark now. This got you fired up like I've never seen you fired up over a Star Wars piece of content ever.
no offense to Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, he's brilliant, but like that moment in The Last Jedi, which has normally been my bar, where like the spark of the rebellion has inspired, you know, up against the First Order and inspires the galaxy. I'm like, no. Andy Serkis inspired me straight up. That one line, I'm like ready to go. That's the thing that makes me go, let's fucking go, dude. Next week we're breaking out. We're getting everybody out of here. Down with the Empire forever and goodbye.
We're burning it all down. Burning it all down.
I think the thing with this show too is that, you know, I think it's taken the concept and the idea, and Star Wars normally, you know, obviously this show does a really great job showing how truly difficult it would be for a real life rebellion, a group of rebels, to really genuinely start some sort of an uprising against some sort of totalitarian government. And Star Wars, the movies have never really done that. It's a little easier. They don't really focus on that too much because there's so much happening and there's so many characters, and we gotta get to the base and we gotta assemble our ships. We gotta go blow up the battle station. This is literally like, we're just trying to assemble what we think is going to be a potential sea to take down the bad guys. And we're seeing
they need money. They don't even have money to do this.
They don't have anything. They don't have any resources. They don't have money.
They don't have super powered space wizards to help them. Like it's crazy.
It's just regular ass people. And I think that is so what's compelling about this show. And despite, you know, all the comments, always not YouTube comments, but just general comments about the show, well, we know the end game, we know what happens, but it's the journey that is so intriguing, because we've never seen the actual building blocks of the Rebel Alliance. We've seen Saw Gerrera in literally one scene in this whole show, and there's potential for, you know, season 2, maybe in this season we'll finally start to see characters like Bail Organa, these like bigger characters who will have a bigger influence and maybe bring bigger resources to the rebellion that will start the snowballing effect that eventually leads to Rogue One. But to see it in its like grassroots, like in the prime, is really fascinating, because it took so many different things to occur for them to even have a fighting chance. Like Cassian is so removed from the rebellion at this point that like, his whole journey, I feel like in season 2 is going to be actually now being reintegrated into the rebellion to build up what happens in Rogue One. So it's a really interesting journey that all these characters are taking. And the fact that the show makes me fascinated by the more villain type of characters is also a huge testament to the writing, because usually in Star Wars, you'd be like, they're the bad guys. They just speak British and British English and they sound very mean. But in this show, you're just really captivated, and watching them just manipulate the whole system in their favor is so crazy and
very compelling.
Very good.
It's wild, man. This show is nuts. I almost forget how good it is, like in between weeks, because I'm just like, every week I come into it and I'm just like, okay, we're back in Andor, and I need to remember this feeling of like the end of this episode in particular, because this show is just, it's good. It's good.
Whew. All right, I need to go to sleep or take a walk or something. I'm like, fucked up, man.
Man, Hector, you need to go run to City Hall right now in downtown LA from your house and start picketing.
How does that Tenacious D song go? Like, people them fucking up in City Hall. How does it go? People them rising into the streets. This is the song for the people in the streets, not the people City Hall.
The people City Hall.
Oh, you motherfuckers in the streets, it's time to rise
until the children fucking rise.
This is the song for the people in the streets, not the people City Hall. That's right. This is the show for the people in the streets, not the people City Hall.
That's right.
Oh, God. Of course, we want to hear your guys' comments. What do you think about this episode? Where do you think it's going to build up to? Where do you think Cassian's going to end up? Will they actually get out of there? Will they escape? Or do you think we'll be left on a cliffhanger? And most importantly, will Kino, Andy Serkis' character, survive and maybe make it into season 2? Because they're shooting it right now. And they've done a really good job keeping a lot of this stuff a mystery. So it'll be interesting to see who makes it out, But of course, let us know your thoughts. Check out the Uncut Reactions on Patreon, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Wow.